Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. This is V with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your weekly elemental water gang reading, okay? Thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Your cards are pulled before I get started. I will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Keep in mind that we're still running our summer sale, 30% off all tarot readings. We have changed the booking link of our site, so now you can pick like the day and the time, and so you will need a promo code. Summer 30 is the promo code, SUMMER30 all together. That is the promo code that you will use to get 30% off any reading on the website. Okay, that's the only way to book me. All right, Scorpio. I'm pretty sure that's all the announcements. We're over on TikTok and Instagram at Pharaohs Tarot. Okay, Scorpio. We have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups, Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Okay. I feel like the divine is trying to show you all the ways that you are being loved, all the ways that you have been cleansed and healed, the ways that you built a solid foundation for yourself. But there's still some sort of fear of failure, fear of possible success, fear of loving again here. You in between two swords. You got the Eight of Swords on one side. Like, it's like the more you think about it, the more something almost paralyzes you. Something that you have been healed from. Could be a healing connection. Could be a new path that will help you heal. But you're maybe this train of thought, maybe this being vulnerable will make you a little more vulnerable. I know that sounds weird, but you feel like some sort of understanding or clarity is coming through about a situation, but that sort of disarms you. It's like you no longer have the anger to hide behind. You just have the truth and your emotions. And it's like, okay, that's a little scary because there's no one else to be mad at. There's no one else to be upset at. The truth is just the truth, and it is what it is. But there's maybe a friend group is trying to be reunited, or a friend group not even reunited, since I said it possibly, but I'm really getting, could be a love situation, or someone who was your best friend or a really good friend that maybe y'all fell out, or could have been a love interest that started as a friend and now it's like, oh man, I wish I would have never even took that step because now we can't even be friends anymore. Something like that. But it's also about you loving yourself and giving from an emotional stable place, not from a fearful spot. Maybe there is somebody in your vicinity that you want to give your heart to. There's a new vocation that you want to take up that you're really passionate about, but you have this Three of Wands energy. So you're kind of waiting for more clarity. You want to really understand the path a little better. You want to understand how you feel before you take this next step. I'm feeling like, it's like, I'm keep saying understand. So it's like you're trying to filter it through your logical side, and maybe the divine is trying to help you be a little more in your feminine, like filter it through your heart, filter it through your feelings, see how you really feel, like really close your eyes and breathe and get into your body. I was watching this episode of Young Levan's and Fix My Life, and she was showing people how to really do that. You know, they were trying to process their emotions, and you know, they were about to like rage out, and she was like, breathe, close your eyes, now speak from your heart. So maybe that would help if you actually close your eyes, shut off one of your senses, and so that way you can like really tap into how you really feel about something, because that could possibly be the answer. But okay, boom, you got the Three of Cups. It was already out here. You got the Temperance with the Three of Cups, with the King of Wands and the Hermit. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Virgo. Could be a Sag for sure, because this Temperance out there, or Aries. But you have yeah, I feel like the divine is trying to like settle the energy. He's trying to make it agreeable for some sort of healing to happen. I feel like it's like something, when something's fresh on your mind, it's not the best time to approach a Scorpio, because y'all be stewing. You know what I mean? It's like, give them a little minute. Okay, and so I feel like with this Archangel Michael energy, the divine is not only trying to help whoever this other situation or person is, but also you to sort of temper your energy so that you can see things clearly. Okay, because there was some sort of, like I said, could have been some sort of partnership that you're really in your head about, something that you're not accepting based off of something that's happened from the past. You're just not in a receptive mode. Maybe even about Maybe you feel like this situation is too flashy. Maybe you like being in your own, little scorpion cave or something like that. But the divine is really trying to help you heal that part of yourself that doesn't want to be seen, because your life path could have something to do with you being out in the front, out in the spotlight, so to speak. And Scorpios have this mystery already, something that attracts people to you, and that combined with fire energy sort of makes you almost irresistible. And so maybe you don't like that kind of attention, and you're trying to like low-key shy away from a calling because you don't really want all of that attention on you. But with this Hermit card, the divine is trying to show you how to take different breaks. Not the same way you take days off work, you take breaks. You take days off of, your spiritual duties to heal and reset, weekly. You know what I mean? Not when you get to the burnout, not when you can't take it anymore, but as a upkeep, as a maintenance. But you have the World with the Justice. So you have two majors back to back. And I'm getting like, once you really understand this part of yourself, really get to know the part of you that needs some sort of not only healing, but that needs to be quieted, that needs to be seen. Okay, not a lot of people can go as deep as Scorpios can go, so maybe you're trying to sort of suss out who's able to go that depth with you. But there's a major, okay, and with this Justice card, a major cycle in your life is ending. Some sort of karmic cycle is ending. Okay, this could be some legality that's coming to a close, coming to a head. Maybe a contract is being dissolved or done away with. But you have the Queen of Pentacles. Whatever it is, you're going to put you in a place of stability and abundance. Okay, you're going to be very grounded. You're going to be able to actually pour into your creative pursuits, perhaps even be ready to step into a long-term commitment here. But just maybe even be ready to have a child for some of y'all. Investing in a business that you've gone through a lot to get to this spot. You've had to heal your heart more times than you can count. But with this bunny here, you are very abundant, but at the same time, you want to make sure you protect yourself, protect your assets, get things copyrighted, trademarked. Vet people if there's on a first date type situation. Remember, if you're interviewing for something, remember you're interviewing the people too. It's your energy, your life force energy that's being used to create profit. So it needs to be somewhere that you'll be watered as well. And so you have the Nine of Wands with the Page of Swords, the Chariot, the Page of Wands, and the Star. You're hesitant of moving forward, maybe of sending a particular email. You kind of they're highlighting Three of Wands. So it's coming to a point of, at first you were like, Three of Wands, I'm waiting because I don't have the information. Now it's waiting because I'm a little afraid to step out. But you have this, the Chariot card, so you could have Cancer or Aquarius in your chart. But the divine will have you, well, how is that going to come out? The divine will help you along this path. They are creating the environment that is conducive to forward movement here with this Chariot. Okay, so it is a time of action. There's a lot of Wands energy. There's a time to be in the feminine and a time to be in the masculine. And there's, perhaps after this Leo full moon that's happening, you got clarity on what it is that you really want to do, who it is that you really love, what it is that you really love doing and pursuing that. And so now it's time to move forward. And these are pages, so it doesn't really mean jump head first into something, but it's like start to take those initial steps, start to draft those plans, draft those outlines, whatever it is. Because the Star, I was saying that, something's gonna healing, or some of y'all are really gonna be put into the spotlight, or y'all journey is really gonna be highlighted to help others. Okay, you got the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Strength, and the Devil, the Ace of Wands. Okay, both you and Cancer got the Devil card, so maybe you should watch the Cancer reading as well, because we got some Cancer cards out here. But yeah, you could be fearful of love, fearful of loving again, fearful of repeating a cycle, and that's a mental pattern. That's an obsessive mental pattern. So get you some amethyst. That's very helpful, but also carve some space into your day to meditate, to silence your mind, to silence your thoughts. And it's challenging at first, but the more you do it, the easier it will become. You'll feel more comfortable in your own skin. yeah, you just, you just, I'm here, you don't want to be alone again. You don't want to start over again. And maybe there's like a nagging part that's telling you that's how it's always going to be. That's toxic energy. The divine is clearing this energy out. Could be actually a Capricorn that could have caused some heartache or something dealing with a particular business that sort of burns you towards moving forward in a particular path. But with this Ace of Wands and the Magician, what is it? What did they say? The crack is where the light comes in. I'm getting with this double energy. You've managed to alchemize this into a new beginning for yourself. You've taken that pain and turned it into something that can be used as inspiration. It's like that phrase, like, let your haters be your motivators type energy. Like, you're not letting people stop you. You're not letting words stop you. You're just using it as fuel. You're literally alchemizing the fertilizer, the cow poop, and making it fertilizer. You're alkalizing the sludge and turning it into a refined oil or something like that. You got the Queen of Wands. Just more energy of you just being fine and feeling yourself and high vibrational and protected and all witchy and manifesting, male or female. Okay, so you have, but you've got to believe that about yourself and start to show up like that, and then you're going to get everything that's coming to you, Scorpio. All the good that you deserve. Okay, so we had a Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the High Priestess, the Sun with the Four of Pentacles. So there could be an opportunity coming your way. It could have been a slow coming, but right now you're dealing with a lot of options, a lot of pathways, a lot of places that you may want to move physically. You could be looking at houses, apartments, a lot of places that you could actually work, different parts of the world, maybe some online careers you're considering, or this could be a love offer coming in. I see a lot of pentacles though. You have your stability and money on your mind, but this is Cups energy, so the divine is trying to help you whatever you choose. But with this Four of Wands, it could be long term, some sort of like beginning of a marriage or beginning of something that could potentially be long term. I'm getting that you could be dealing with the earth sign or something like that, but or will be. But whatever it is going to be stable. It's a Knight of Pentacles. There could be some sort of age difference or some sort of experience difference depending on what you're dealing with here. But the Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, and sure. And you're kind of right here. Like, I see all these opportunities, not really sure. You're so much in your head, and your intuition is with this High Priestess, more Cancerian energy. It's like, trust what you feel. And you have this Sun card. You've healed so many areas of yourself. So trust that you know how to make the right decisions for your life at this point. Okay, there's always going to be more to learn, always going to be more space to grow and more ways to tap into your spiritual gifts. But right now you have all the tools you need. Signifying bodies, Magician. Everything is there. Pentacle, Sword, Wand, and Cup. So you're balanced. All right. But with this Four of Pentacles, it's like you're holding on to the idea of something. You're holding yourself stuck in a position when it's time to move forward. When it's time for you to say, okay, out of all the information I've gathered thus far, this is the best course of action. Okay. When it comes to people or situation, there's always going to be pros and cons to each. Which one do you feel is the best path for you, Scorpio? You're the best one to do that. You have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Be strategic about how you move forward. Any fast-moving energy right now is not really advised to kind of move forward with that, or at least really look deeper into it. That's my girls over there. I'm going to pull a Shaman Oracle card for y'all, but while I do this, please like the video. Hang tight, though. Please like the video. Also, we're over on TikTok where we do go live. So tap in with us over there. Remember our summer sale. Everything you need is in the description box. You got the crow on the bottom. The truth will set you free and will also show you your path when you're honest with yourself. You could be doing things the way your old cycle is telling you to do them, the way you did it before you were healed. Before, with this Virgo energy, you were maybe all over the place, like not really organizing your thoughts and in your day-to-day life. But now you kind of, hunker down and in this hermit mode, seeing how to take things one step at a time, seeing how to reevaluate things. So now you're ready to kind of get back out there and be in partnership, okay? You just take those skills that you learned and be strategic with how you move. This could be an energy of like, okay, you're starting a new job. All right, keep the main thing. Keep your schedule tight. Be kind to people. Everybody is not there to be your friend type energy. If it's a love situation, you're going to have plenty of suitors. Take your time. There's no need to rush into a physical situation. There's no need to lock yourself down early. Take your time to get to know a person. And your intuition says no on the first date. It's a no. You don't have to keep, wasting time. You got the completion with the time master and the drum. All right. Hold on. The music stopped. Let me get that. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much. Okay. So the completion, the time master, and the drum. Like I said, there's some sort of ending of a cycle, and you're kind of telling yourself that it's not over yet. Like there's still more to be done. But the divine is telling you, it's time to move forward. Okay. Life moves in cycles. The universe is built on cycles. The natural world is built on cycles. And you're in this cycle right now where you can accomplish something very easily than you would if you put it off. Okay, with this drum, it's time to trust in the beat of your own drum. It's time to get into that natural circadian rhythm. It's all about cycles, okay? These readings are timeless, but it's like also the time that we're in now. We're in Leo season. We're sort of getting into like almost the tail end of summer. Okay, we're in that last quarter of summer, and so it's like this energy of there's still time to action what it is that you want, where you have the power of literally the sun, all right, guiding you forward. You have the excitement of all the, at least in the northern hemisphere, you have this energy that's able to point you in the right direction and also power you, okay? Because when it becomes like harvest season and things slowing down and gets like colder, it's like a little more challenging to start something new, to action something new. And so the divine is saying, believe in your connection to the divine, believe in this newness, believe that you've done the work for a reason. Something must end in order for something else to begin here. And you have the owl with the moon. Yeah. The moon didn't come out, but you did get the sun. And so just like with that, there's different phases. We all must go through different phases, and in order to acquire this wisdom and being a wise person, that, okay? There's an ebb and flow to life. There's ups and downs. So you can have a really good lucrative year in your business or a lucrative season, but you always know to put something to the side. Always save more than you can in order for when those slower seasons start. The same thing in relationships. You're going to have good days. You're going to have not so good days. The idea is to have more good than the not so good, okay? Just as a general rule. But also creating space, creating those routines, creating those times in your day, whether you do it daily or weekly, to check in with your partner to see how they're doing, so it becomes second nature, so that when you do hit those speed bumps in relationships, you do hit those challenging moments, those triggers that either one of you really didn't know was still there, you already have in practice communication skills. You already have that going, so it makes it easier to get through those tough moments. So this is you really embracing the fullness of who you are and allowing your abundance internally to speak for itself. I'm really seeing they're really showing like this radar. So maybe you have something on your radar. It's like one of those like sonic radars, like boop, boop. So maybe bats have been coming to you. Maybe that's one of your spirit animals. But it's this energy of using other senses that you wouldn't normally use, right? Because bats use like echolocation, so they use sound. So maybe also with this drum, right? Maybe the music you're listening to right now is paramount. Maybe listen to more like binaural beats and more like soothing music to help calm your nervous system, so you can think clearly on how to move forward in the future. But or it could be you have something on your radar. You have someone has you on their radar, right? Especially with this owl being able to see at night, and you have the moon, right? Okay, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna get too specific. But yeah, if you want more information, you can always book a personal reading, www.PharaohsTarot.com. And we have our summer sale, so tap in. Hopefully this was helpful, Scorpio. So much love and light to you. Namaste.